Javi.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Rodri. Alegría volver a verte aquí con la selección.
Gracias.
En directo en Carrusel Deportivo. Quería preguntarte, siempre se dice que hasta que no pasa un año, las sensaciones de un jugador que ha sufrido por esta lesión no son unas sensaciones óptimas, que siempre algo por la cabeza pasa del jugador. Quería preguntarte si te ha ocurrido eso o si tú ya estás focalizado y cuando saltas al campo solo piensas en jugar, en hacerlo lo mejor posible y tienes ya olvidado todo lo que fue este año.
Sí, totalmente. Al final, cuando tienes una lesión de esta dimensión, por así decirlo, al final lo que quiere el jugador es pasar página, ¿no? Lo antes posible y bueno, yo ese tramo ya lo hice, ¿no? Pasar página y dedicarme otra vez a lo que me gusta, a lo que me apasiona. Y en el camino de saber que evidentemente todavía me queda un reto por delante para volver a coger el nivel y tampoco sería bueno frustrarse, ¿no? De llegar, de volver y no verte en las mismas situaciones. Es una cosa natural, va a venir con el tiempo y con muchas ganas, mucha energía de volver a, ya te digo, al nivel, a competir, a sentirse físicamente bien, que yo creo que es lo más complicado, pero vamos, más o menos ha pasado un año, lo que dices tú, que es cuando ya el cuerpo ya no te da señales ni de dolor ni de molestias, que es lo más importante para volver a jugar.
Antonio.
Hola Rodri, Antonio Moela, Radio Nacional de España. Durante este tiempo, en comparecencia con la selección, Martín Zubimendi ha estado en esa posición en la que estás tú. Me gustaría saber, primero, cómo le has visto durante este tiempo. Segundo, también, cómo le has visto en ese viaje que tú también tuviste que hacer de la Liga Española a la Premier, porque da la sensación, además, que no está sintiendo mucho la presión, que está con una soltura tremenda. Y por último también, claro, la pena es que estáis en la misma posición, ¿no? Da la sensación de, ahora seguramente tú eres el mejor jugador del mundo en esa posición, ¿no? Pero bendito problema para el míster, pero también que es una pena, ¿no? Que estén los dos ahí.
Bueno, eso me suena de algo, ¿no? Hace no mucho tiempo, cuando estaba yo y Busquets, ¿no? Bueno, al final para mí es una alegría que haya sobre todo jugadores de tantísimo nivel en todas las demarcaciones. Eso habla del nivel que tiene esta selección para competir de lo que nos viene, ¿no? Yo creo que lo que hemos hecho ha sido impresionante. No se pudo conseguir esa Nations League por cuestión de penaltis, ¿no? Podía haber sido algo remarcable, pero la evolución del equipo está siendo impresionante, ¿no? Y bueno, en cuanto a Martín, la verdad que a mí me parece un grandísimo jugador, siempre lo he dicho, además con una disciplina, una mentalidad que le puede llevar a ser uno de los mejores, sin ninguna duda, o si no, ya está ahí. Y bueno, como dices tú, para es un gran reto el ir a una liga como la Premier, adaptarse, jugar por un equipo como el Arsenal, y yo la verdad que le estoy viendo muy bien. Además este año con la selección, ya hablé con él en su día, me acuerdo cuando me lesioné, que me escribí, nada, que era su momento y que lo tenía, bueno, que hacerse con las llaves del equipo y sobre todo tranquilidad, que tenía personalidad suficiente como para hacerlo. Y para mí, ya te digo, la final de la Eurocopa que salió, el equipo ganó, luego todo el año que ha sido hasta un nivel increíble, así que nada, contento de ver al equipo al mismo nivel.
¿Qué tal, Rodri? Muy buenas, Fernando Burgos en directo para el Radio Estadio Onda Cero. Creo que viviste en un mes lo mejor y lo peor del fútbol, primero la lesión y después el Balón de Oro. El otro día jugaste por primera vez siendo Balón de Oro con la selección española. ¿Qué te ha marcado más en estos últimos 12 meses? ¿Si lo peor o lo mejor?
Bueno, eso es una buena pregunta, ¿no? Al final dio la coincidencia, ¿no? Que viví lo que dices tú. Bueno, con la naturalidad que lo intento vivir todo, ¿no? Al final para mí ha sido un año complicado, yo creo que la lesión marca mucho más. Al final, bueno, el Balón de Oro pues fue un reconocimiento individual que siempre está muy bien y bueno, para mí también un balón de oxígeno en ese momento que lo estaba pasando tan mal y bueno, la verdad con la humildad con la que suelo asumir las cosas, ¿no? Ni tanto para los momentos buenos ni para los malos le doy demasiada, ¿no? Bueno, ya sé lo que a nivel mediático supone, pero bueno, yo sigo queriendo ser el mismo jugador, volver al nivel que tenía y bueno, contento de ese reconocimiento, pero saber que de nada me sirve tener eso en lo que viene adelante, ¿no? Yo quiero volver al nivel, quiero volver a disfrutar del fútbol, sobre todo, que uno cuando vive todo este proceso a nivel mental pues quiere volver, es mi única consigna.
What did you think of that game? It was a tough one to break down. You knew it was going to be like that, but professional performance at the end?
Yeah, I would say so. Clean sheet, 2 goals. Probably could have had more. Obviously, we had the experience of playing them at the end of last season, and we knew that got to give them credit. They're a very stubborn opposition. Like I said, I think we could have scored more goals, and I think it was definitely a much improved performance from the last time. So, yeah, I'm happy overall.
How much did you enjoy your performance out there? I mean, it was your cross that forced the first goal, and I think if it hadn't been an own goal, you'd do a few England players lining up to score it.
Yeah, definitely. I'm happy. I think I tried to create as much as possible for my team. Knew what type of game it was. I think those type of games, you have to just get the ball and just have that fearless mentality of, okay, cool, there's 11 players and 30 metres of space, so the only way you're really going to get to goals is if you outplay somebody or if you produce a real moment of quality with the cross like Reece James did with the second goal. So I feel like as a collective, that was really what we tried to do, just go out there and be sharp on the rest defence and just try and go out there and create and take people out of the game. And I think in spells we did that well.
I want to ask you about what the manager had said to you about how to change the tactics, because you'd played them so recently. He said he was going to try something a little bit different. It felt to me as though sometimes maybe you and Marcus Rashford cut inside a little bit to try and allow the fullbacks to overlap, and it worked at times. Yeah, no, definitely. Me and Rashi had more narrow positions as opposed to the last game where I think it was me and Morgan played on the chalk. And yeah, I think, to be fair, listen, it's difficult to create an overload really if there's 11 players in 30 metres of space, but I think that helped us more when the fullbacks got on the outside. And obviously, again, like I said, Reece James, you saw his moment of quality from that tactic. So yeah. Can I ask you about Elliot Anderson making his debut? Yeah, he was outstanding, wasn't he? Yeah, top. But we knew that he's been outstanding in the Premier League, outstanding in the under-21 Euros when they won last summer. So yeah, we know of his quality and just made up for him that he played so well today. That's one from me. What do you expect it to be tougher when you go to Belgrade? Is this going to be the toughest game you'll face in World Cup qualifying, do you think? I think World Cup qualifying, all the games are tough. I think it'll be a tough game. We'll be prepared for it, and I think we'll go in there with a positive mindset that we're going to get the job done. Well done, Thank you, Tom. A lot of Arsenal players in the team today. I mean, how much are you enjoying playing with those at club, obviously, but country as well? Yeah, no, it's fun. Loads of Arsenal players got called up. I think it's testament to the work we're doing at Sober. Really happy to be here with the boys and to get a win today. I feel like you've got a big platform now. Obviously, you've moved to Arsenal, playing more regularly for England. Do you feel like you are sort of improving? Yeah, I hope so. Definitely, I feel like played games for England, played some really good games for England, contribute, and so I'm really happy with how my international career started over the last year, and God willing, it will continue.
William Saliba, a growing concern. Just 5 minutes into the match against Liverpool on August 31st, Saliba was forced off, replaced by Christian Mosquera. It was clear he wasn't comfortable, and after the match, Arteta confirmed it was an ankle issue. Saliba has since withdrawn from international duty with France, diagnosed with a sprain in his left ankle. Early reports suggest he could be sidelined for 3 to 4 weeks. Arteta said, "He twisted his ankle during the warm-up but thought he could push through. You could tell from his first couple of movements that something wasn't right. Unfortunately, we had to take him off." Thankfully, Mosquera stepped in for his Premier League debut at Anfield and did really well under pressure. Potential return, October. Bukayo Saka, light at the end of the tunnel. Saka's injury against Leeds on August 23rd raised concerns after he limped off in the 54th minute with discomfort in his left hamstring. Having missed significant time last season due to surgery on his right hamstring, fans feared the worst. Thankfully, the injury isn't as serious, and the hope is that the international break has given him time to recover. Arteta said, "He'll be out for a few weeks. Thankfully, no surgery this time. It's not as bad as the previous one, but it's still a setback. It happened during an intense action, he had to accelerate, change direction, and something just didn't feel right." Possible return, Manchester City, Sunday, September 21st. Kai Havertz, a tough blow. Havertz's absence against Leeds was explained shortly after, a knee injury requiring minor surgery, which was successfully completed on August 28th. While the procedure went well, his return remains uncertain. Arteta shared, "He's never really had a serious injury before, so it hit him hard. But sometimes in football, these things happen suddenly. It's frustrating to lose a key player, especially when he was just getting back into rhythm. The surgery was necessary, and now we focus on his recovery." Potential return, unknown. Christian Nørgaard, could be back soon. Nurkic missed Arsenal's opening 3 matches with a minor issue, and though he didn't feature against Liverpool, there's optimism around his availability for the weekend. Arteta said, "He's one of the players we're still monitoring closely. Tomorrow's session will be key. If things go well, there's a real chance he could be involved." Possible return, Nottingham Forest, Saturday, September 13th. Ben White, close to a return. Ben White started the season opener against Manchester United but was subbed off in the second half. While he didn't seem in serious pain at the time, he hasn't featured since and was absent from the squad against both Leeds and Liverpool. Arteta commented similarly, "We're taking it day by day. There's still a chance he'll be ready for the weekend, but we won't take risks." Possible return, Nottingham Forest, Saturday, September 13th. Gabriel Jesus, a long road, but getting closer. Gabriel Jesus has been recovering from the ACL injury he suffered in last season's FA Cup clash with Manchester United. His absence has been deeply felt, but his regular updates on social media, running, training with the ball, have been encouraging. In a recent message, he reflected, "It's been 7 months of pain, doubt, and anxiety. But now I feel light again, like a kid playing football. God is great." Potential return, December. Final thoughts. As Arsenal prepare to return to Premier League action, the injury list still casts a shadow, but there is hope. The squad has shown depth, young players have stepped up, and some of the club's biggest stars are on the verge of returning. With a packed schedule ahead and expectations at an all-time high, having key names like Saliba, Soccer, and Jesus back could make all the difference. Arsenal's title hopes may well depend on how quickly they can return, not just to the pitch, but to their best. As Arsenal look ahead to their crucial weekend clash against Nottingham Forest, the injury concerns underline a broader challenge for Mikel Arteta's squad this season. The fitness and availability of key players like Saliba and Soccer could significantly impact the team's rhythm and tactical flexibility, factors that have been vital in their recent surge as title contenders. The absence of William Saliba, in particular, puts pressure on Arsenal's defensive stability. His leadership and composure at the back have been crucial in matches where the Gunners have held strong against top opposition. Losing him for up to a month means Arteta will need to rely on less experienced defenders or reshuffle his defensive lineup, potentially affecting the team's cohesion. On the other hand, the hopeful return of Bukayo Saka offers a much-needed boost to Arsenal's creative and attacking dynamics. Saka's pace, vision, and goal threat have been central to Arsenal's attacking style, and his return, even if gradual, could reignite their offensive power, especially with challenging fixtures looming, including a trip to Manchester City later this month. Meanwhile, the prolonged absence of Kai Havertz is a significant setback. The German international's versatility and technical skill were expected to add another dimension to Arteta's midfield and forward line. Without him, the burden falls even more on the shoulders of players like Martin Degaard and Emile Smith-Rowe to orchestrate play and unlock stubborn defenses. Christian Nurkic's potential return could bring some relief in midfield depth, especially as the Premier League season intensifies. His physical presence and tactical intelligence offer a balance that Arteta values when facing physically demanding opponents. Ben White's situation adds another layer of complexity. His return would strengthen the backline, giving Arteta more options and the chance to rotate without sacrificing defensive solidity. However, rushing him back prematurely could risk aggravating his condition, something the manager will surely want to avoid given the long campaign ahead. Perhaps most inspiring is Gabriel Jesus's ongoing rehabilitation. His visible progress has lifted spirits among the squad and supporters alike. His tenacity and goal-scoring instincts will be invaluable once he's back, providing Arsenal with much-needed firepower as they aim to challenge on multiple fronts. The repercussions of these injuries go beyond the pitch. Arsenal's push for silverware this season depends heavily on squad depth and player availability. Each injury not only tests Arteta's tactical adaptability, but also challenges the mental resilience of the squad. Fans and pundits alike are watching closely, aware that a sustained injury crisis could derail the momentum Arsenal have built over recent years. In response, the club's medical and coaching staff face immense pressure to manage recoveries carefully, balancing the urgency to have players back with the need to prevent relapses. Meanwhile, young talents like Mosquera are being thrust into the spotlight earlier than anticipated, providing them with a chance to prove themselves but also highlighting the thin margins at a club with championship ambitions. As the season unfolds, the hope is that Arsenal can navigate these injury hurdles without losing ground. The upcoming fixture list is unforgiving, and the Gunners will need their full complement of talent to compete with the likes of Manchester City, Liverpool, and Chelsea. Ultimately, How Arsenal handle this period of adversity could define their campaign. It's a test not just of physical fitness but of character, leadership, and squad unity. For Mikel Arteta and his team, the coming weeks will be as much about resilience as skill, because in football, the strongest teams are often the ones who rise above challenges together.